Is Mark. I'm the lead pastor of RE.THINK Church, and we're starting this new thing where we're just inviting people in our community that we love and we respect and stuff, and say, hey, what's your experience with this whole COVID-19 thing? And this week we're going to invite a few students from our middle school and high school ministries, and we're just going to have a conversation with them. And I hope you hear the hope and there's a mixture of hope and anxiety in their conversations, what they want to say. And for me, I just want to encourage you, just listen to them and get to know what our students are actually facing during this season. Because here's the reality of it. I've never faced a pandemic. You've probably never faced a pandemic. And how are we helping the next generation navigate through these things? These are all crucial for us. So join in as we have this quick conversation with these students. Thanks. All right. Hey, good afternoon. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Mark. I'm the lead pastor of RE.THINK Church here in Maryville, Indiana. And I just gathered a few of our students together just have a conversation about the COVID-19 season. So I'm going to turn it over to them, let them introduce themselves to us, and we'll have a quick conversation with them all.
So my name is Taylor Washington. I'm 15 years old. I'm in 9th grade, and I was in Maryville Track.
Hi, my name is Geneva. I'm a junior. I'm 16 years old, and I play basketball.
My name is Gabby. I'm a sophomore. I'm 16 years old, and I'm currently in club soccer.
Shad, that's you.
Hi, my name is Shad. I'm 17. I'm a junior at Maryville High School, and I run track. I play football there, and I'm a part of the Pirate News Network, which is like a film class or a film program.
Hi, my name is Izzy. I'm in 7th grade. I'm 13 years old, and I play club volleyball.
All right. So when we go into this, I'm just going to ask you guys a few questions. You can just kind of chime in. So what were your biggest fears when the COVID-19 thing broke, and how has it changed your life so far?
Okay, my bad. I would say that the biggest thing that I was kind of scared of happening was that track would end up being canceled, which is what happened, and then that it would kind of extend into the summertime. So we're just seeing for me, like, where it's going for like football and stuff. Obviously I'm still like working out and doing what I should be doing, but I'm excited to get back with the team whenever that is going to happen. So that's been the biggest thing that's been scaring me or been a fear.
Taylor, what were you going to say?
I was going to say my biggest fear was like how different my life was going to be from now, because we don't have like regular school. We have to do it online, and I've been failing because I don't have actual teachers to like help me with the material and stuff. And like my sleep schedule is all out of order. So
yeah. So are you like staying up till 3 a.m. and then sleeping in till whenever you want? Yeah. Part of that's discipline, right?
Yeah.
So. Anyone else?
For me, it's kind of the same, like with school. Like I knew I was gonna struggle like with learning more, because I can't, like, it's difficult for me to learn without someone like right there, ready to help me. So it's just like trying to adjust to pretty much like learning ourselves, like the material we have to learn. So
yeah.
For me, school hasn't really changed since I do online public school, so that's like the one same thing that's been going on in all this. But like for my club team, some of my favorite players are seniors, so like not being able to play with them, and I go to conventions and stuff, those are sometimes the only time I see that person, and I won't see them till July next year. So it's like it's one of those things where that's the only time I see them, so it's nice to be able to go so I can see people rather than just going over Zoom and stuff.
Yeah.
One thing that like concerned me most from the beginning was camp getting canceled, because I have a bunch of friends there that I only get to see then, and I can't see them now. So
yeah, we're working out and seeing how NTS will be different, and we'll have it a little bit somewhat similar here with off-site stuff. So let me ask you a second follow-up question. Any of you have grandparents or people who fall into that category of the at-risk population, and how did you pray through all that stuff?
Yeah. So my grandparents are both older and they're both quote unquote at risk. And they live in a small town. So I've been praying for them just that they would stay safe, that nothing will happen to them. And so far it seems like nothing's happened. They're fine. They're safe. They're just kind of staying at home, chilling. So yeah, that's what my prayer has been, that they would just stay safe.
So I have the grandparents on my mother's side. They have like I think diabetes and respiratory problems, and they said like the virus specifically is like more harmful to people with those kind of conditions. So I was really concerned about them and if they would get it.
My grandmother on my mom's side, like she's had multiple surgeries like over the past couple years. So she's been like on and off sick just all the time. And my mom actually recently had surgery. So it's just, the risk of them getting it is just higher.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we have a set of grandparents on both sides. Like one of our fathers will be 80 tomorrow. So it's just like they still have to go out and get food and stuff. So it's like praying they're safe. And even like my mom and myself, like I have autoimmune and asthma. So it's one of those are two things on the list that make you more high at risk. So
Yep. Anything to add, Izzy? Are you good?
I mean, Gabby and I share the grandparents, so it's kind of all the same thing.
Yep. So next question. Now that the stay-at-home orders have been in effect for about a month, what's been your new norm? You guys hinted at Taylor and Geneva, just sleep schedules. Anything else as your new norm?
So my new norm would be like the waking up late and I guess not getting enough sleep too. Like I feel like I don't function as well because I go to bed late and then I try to wake up early, but I don't. And then I start to like get behind on work. So
every day for me is kind of like, it's not really like the same, I guess. Like I'll wake up like at different times every day, and like I guess I don't have like a specific routine anymore. So it's like I'm really trying to find that routine again, like sort of like school, but it's gonna be different because we don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning anymore. But yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely been waking. Am I muted? No. I've definitely been waking up at like a bunch of different times in the day. There's days where I'll wake up at like 1 o'clock, and then there's days where I'll wake up at 7 for some reason. So I think just adjusting to like not having school at the same time every single day, that's been one of the new norms. But yeah.
I mean, like I said before, I do online school, so I still have all the same live classes. Nothing's really changed for that. School works the same. I guess like the new thing has been like doing our club is sending out personal improvement programs for us to be able to still keep our skills up for until we're able to get back. So just doing soccer by myself rather than a team of 24 people is different.
Yeah. Izzy, are you doing like volleyball routines by yourself?
Our club actually sends out things that we have to do every week, and I'd say oddly enough I've actually been more on schedule. Like I have a daily routine now because I have time to set that up. So I have to make sure I have to do my volleyball workouts and everything, but that's pretty much it for me.
Yeah. So what do you guys like about this new norm, and then follow up, what do you despise about this new norm?
I like being able to do stuff whenever I want to do stuff, but at the same time, a lot of the times, like I forget to do things. So, just being responsible and like having to check up on every single thing more than you usually would when you have like a 5-class schedule or whatever. And then I've really enjoyed being able to go outside and go down to the field every day and just work out. That's been really good for me. But yeah.
So when you talk about your parents getting out, your responsibility, your parents jerks when it comes to getting your stuff done at the house too?
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes.
So I like the fact that I get to spend more time with my family, because normally on school days, I'd go home, like do homework and then go to bed. But now, like, I get to spend time with them, and we actually get to eat dinner together because during school we didn't get to do that.
Mhm.
So yeah.
I don't like that. Like I said, I don't have a schedule, so now it's like I just do whatever now. But like I don't prioritize like my schoolwork sometimes, and then I get behind, and then I'm trying to catch up. So I don't like that. There's not a specific schedule that I have to go by now, but the freedom of getting to just do whatever, I guess.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I do like, since all my friends are in the same boat, we've been able to be in contact more, because before it's all like, oh, I have theater, I have sports, I have dance, so we were never able to actually talk, and now we like have like a weekly video call just to hang out. One thing I don't like is, again, missing the practices, because one of my senior friends and I would always show up 30 minutes early just to talk, since we didn't have any other time out of soccer too. So we would just like talk, hang out, mess with the people who showed up late, and then move on to practice.
Mhm.
So it's harder being a goalkeeper in this time, because you don't get the game realistic training to help keep everything in line when it's
Yeah.
just yourself.
Something I've really enjoyed is like being able to sit down and actually do something without freaking out of like a deadline that I have to go to volleyball practice, or I have a class in 30 minutes. I can just sit down and do something with that extra time.
Yeah.
But it is annoying that I cannot see my friends and my teammates.
That's true. So let me ask you this: how have you guys seen God show up in this season?
For me, I would say just by keeping everyone around me safe. So my entire family, I don't think there's anyone. Well, my aunt and my uncle actually got the COVID or the virus, but they stayed safe. They had no symptoms or anything, and now I think they're cleared of that, right?
I haven't heard yet, but yeah.
Okay. But yeah, no, I think just keeping everyone that's at risk around me safe, and then just kind of showing up in new ways for our family. There's been a lot of little stuff for our family that has definitely gone a long way for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So my younger brother, he has been dealing with a lot just being in this new school system in Chesterton. And he's just been struggling, and he hadn't been home for like 2 weeks. Like he had left, and just 2 days ago he came back, and that was good. He wasn't harmed or anything. He was fine. So he came back, and we just trust in God with him, because he just we can't change what he's been through, but we're just trusting that God will get through to him. And we took him to my grandmother's house, so he stays there now. So we're just glad that he's somewhere safe, and we know where he is now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what Shad said, because we're covered by God. So people might get it, but that doesn't always mean that they'll have to deal with the symptoms and stuff, because we're covered by his blood, and we can know that we're protected and we're safe.
Yeah, one of the ones is definitely everyone staying safe. Like one of my aunts got tested, but she cleared negative, so she's fine. And also, like, as a family, we got to get back to Bible more, because like we did Bible together. We watched The Chosen over spring break, and
Mm-hmm.
we're able to do more, since we're not, oh, we have practice back to back, so we're gonna be gone from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock at night, going all over the place. So
Yeah. Yeah. If you guys haven't checked out The Chosen, it's definitely worth checking out. So, but Izzy, what about you?
I've seen it in like the way that we get family time together. Like we've sat at the table without the TV on, and we hadn't done that in forever because we just didn't find the time to. And the way that we can all sit down and like read our Bibles together, it's definitely something new.
Yeah. So, what are you looking forward to the most when you get back to what we call a normal life after the COVID-19 season?
Just getting back with my friends, getting back on the football field. I'm really excited to get back with everyone that I know and just be able to hang out with everyone that I haven't seen for so long. I'm an extroverted person, so staying inside every day sucks. So I'm just ready to get back out. Also, to go to restaurants. I want to sit down in a restaurant. That sounds
You want to get back to a
pretty
bar?
fun right now. Sure.
I just want to see my friends too. Like Zooming, it's not as fun as seeing someone in person and like being able to hug them and say that you miss them. So that's pretty much what I miss.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this will be over before summer basketball, but I was really looking forward to summer basketball because I missed a lot of my basketball season this year because I got 2 concussions. So I was really looking forward to, summer basketball. I was going to get to play more, but, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing friends again because like once all this clears up, well, it depends how long Illinois takes, but we can find middle points and meet up, and definitely soccer and work since being a referee involves the soccer season happening. So just having my weeks full. I want to be busy again. So
Yeah.
I'd say I really just want to see my friends. Like I love playing volleyball, and I probably won't get to be on the same team next year. I really want to step on the court again with that team and play another tournament because our last tournament we didn't think would be our last tournament. And FaceTiming every day, like it's just not the same as like stepping on a court with them.
Yeah. Yeah. Right before this hit, Heather and I were on a date, and we're like, holy cow, this could be like this. There's no way this would be the last time we ever go on a date for the last, month or so. Here we are not being able to do. We were at Asparagus actually, and we were like, this is the last time we're going to go out. So last question for you guys. How can the adults of RE.THINK Church pray for you guys?
I would just say that I would stay responsible with all my school stuff, and then that I would have like not be annoyed with my family as quickly. It's easy to get annoyed with everyone that you live with when you're with them 24/7. So yeah, for me that'd be how. And just keeping everybody safe. That everyone would stay safe, and that this would all just be able to blow over as soon as possible.
I want them to pray that I stay focused, just in schoolwork, and that I, prioritize what's important, like, because most of the time I'm like sitting on my phone, like not even worried about schoolwork, but I should be. So just that I stay focused on the important stuff and just get through it until, this online school is over.
I hope that I can be prayed for to like not give up when it comes to work because I just feel like giving up, and I don't want to do that because getting good grades and stuff depends on like my future. So I want to have like the motivation to actually get work done and to pray like that family situations they get better and that people that are going through things they find peace with what they've been dealing with.
Wow.
I guess like so for a good end to the school year, because right now it's really hectic. Even though all our basic finals were dropped, I'm in 3 honors classes, so I have all those finals approaching rather quickly. And so it's going to be a lot of work, especially since my English teacher rewrote half the curriculum to help for her to get her GT in English. So it's a little hectic because not some things weren't communicated right, so we had to do things last minute, and it's just a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'd say kind of similar to what Gabby said is the end of the school year is getting kind of crazy because like I have not finals but just end of the year tests, and it's hard because normally when I have so much school I can see friends and I can play volleyball and it keeps me all sane, but when I'm just doing school it's a lot.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, hey guys, thank you very much for joining us. We will definitely keep praying for you, and if there's anything we can do to help as a church, just let us know. Well, hey, that was a great conversation. I don't know about you, but I heard this, like, they love being with their families, right? Like, that was it. Parents, like, we get so caught up in some of the things that we think we need to accomplish or just keep them going. But man, in this season where they're slowing down, where things are just kind of resting, man, they are cherishing the times where they get to be with their people, with their family. And so I pray that you would just take that to heart. And as we go back into the season, like we're in this whole ramping up and the moving into the reopening of our communities and our businesses, I just hope that we keep this mindset that we can actually have a slower pace. One of our leaders that I follow, Andy Stanley, says this: some of us, our greatest accomplishments are going to be in who we actually raise. And so it may, we all have realities of life where we have to do certain things. We have to have particular businesses and all that. But man, I just hope we have this idea, this reality check of the most important thing we're doing is who we are actually raising to be. So thanks for joining us. I'll see you next week.